Welcome back to One Piece anime review episode number 88. This is where I'm viewing the 876th episode of the anime, which is called The Man of Humanity and Justice, Jinbe, a Desperate Massive Ocean Current, and the 936 chapter manga, Sumo Inferno. Yep. Let's start with this newest episode of the anime. Adapted from the second to last chapter of the Whole Cake arc, which is chapter 901. Yep, we're finally past chapter 900. This one kind of loosely just about almost wraps up this whole arc, though the next one is definitely basically done. Next one. So, it's revealed at the start of the episode, and I think the Straw Hat ship was destroyed the last episode, but nope. Wasabi, the giant fish man, switched the ships with a ship switched with the Sun Pirate ship, which was actually built by the legendary Fishman Tiger. I'm like, wow, you would sacrifice your own ship just to a legendary ship like this just to save the Straw Hats? That's a ballsy move. And apparently it was all the character Aladdin's idea. Yep, his wife is actually seen in the episode for a few times. Doesn't do much of anything, but it's always great to see this character. And I'm sure she's probably going to still be hanging on the Sun Pirates because they've been deemed like traitors to Big Mom. They probably wanted to kill him because, well, they betray Big Mom. Of course, Wasabi just has the thousand in his mouth for a little while until Oven forces the ship out of it when he decided to nearly burn him. Like he got really burned. Yep. And he's still like blocking all attacks, and eventually the whole crew basically agree to do this, be the shield for the Straw Hat ship so they can get away. And yeah, so Jinbe realizes this and decides to help his former crew back, like to get out of Big Mom's territory. And Luffy tells him, "You're my crew now. But see that your former crew is getting to safety, and I'll see you in Wano." Yep, that's pretty much what he says. See you in Wano, which is, as far as I can tell currently, he hasn't shown up yet in the manga. Like, he has not made a return yet in the current arc. I hope he does soon, but I'll talk about the news chapter. This was quite interesting, by the way. Yep. So, yeah, of course, Aladdin eventually agrees that Jimmy says he's only just helping them out. He's not officially like rejoining them. He's like, nope, I'm still a Straw Hat. I highly doubt he's gonna get rid of that special tattoo he has like on his chest of the Sun Pirate symbol. I don't think he is gonna get rid of that. No, but I think he's probably gonna get himself another tattoo, probably on his arm, because I highly doubt he's gonna replace that tattoo with a Straw Hat symbol. It's probably gonna be his arm, just to justify he's a member of the Straw Hat crew. Yep. And of course, you have the pirates basically beating the crap of, well, the Big Mom pirates, and to reveal what happened with the Capone pirates, where they actually found a replacement ship. They stole one of the Tart ships, and they're trying to speed away out of the territory. It's gonna take them a little while, but yeah. And of course, Clifton hopes that they survive. She wants to see Nami again. I hope so too. It'd be interesting though if either they or the German 66 actually give the Sun Pirates a lift, because they have no ship, so why not give them a lift? My guess is it might be the German 66 might be able to do this because, well, G-Mate's member of the same crew that Judge's third son is part of, so I wouldn't be surprised if that was later found out when he finally shows up in the current arc. This overall really good episode. Loosely wrap everything up. Of course, Big Mom has just finished eating what she can for the big wedding cake, and of course, she's kind of loosely informed what's going on. She has not been told in this episode about her second son's defeat at the hands of Luffy, and of course, the newspaper guy reveals that he sees potential in Luffy to become the next Pirate King. Well, because it's his big dream. And he mentions like everybody in the Worst Generation except for Zoro, which I think it's quite stupid for him. I mean, Why would you not mention Zoro? I mean, when it was known as the 11 supernovas, Zoro was on the list, and for some reason he's not now. And they mentioned everybody else mentioned Trafalgar Law, Capone, Ulysses Kid, X Drake, who actually shows up in this chapter, by the way. Like, pretty much everybody except for Zoro. Unknown why he didn't mention Zoro. Maybe he forgot about Zoro. I don't know. But I know that after, like, at the start of review arc, that's when they released the new bounties. But the only ones that actually go up, as far as I know, is just Luffy's and Sanji's. Yeah, that's pretty much it when it comes to that. But overall, fantastic episode. Now let's talk about this newest chapter of the manga, Sumo Inferno. So with the cover story, we see the return of Akiji. First time in a while that he's been seen. I think the last time I saw him in the actual series itself was actually in Punk Hazard. Yeah, that was the last official time. This is a hilarious image of him trying out noodles and he accidentally freezes them. Yeah, as for who this big duck is next time, I don't know who this is, but it's a great image Oda basically drew for the first part of this chapter. And then we see Raishi meets up with an old friend of his. Apparently he hasn't seen him in like 13 years. And apparently he can't show his face because he's all chained up. Talks to him for a bit. And then he's like, from the guards see him. And then he says, smoke release jutsu. Yeah, because of ninja. Yeah, my only theory of the reason why Oda added this character into the series, so he's created this character, is because he's actually a good friend of Kishimoto's. I'm sure Kishimoto himself has no problem with this character at all. No. Or the fact he says jutsu. Well, when character says jutsu, usually it's characters from Naruto says it. But I think the reason why this character is allowed to get away with it, my personal theory, is because, well, he's a ninja. Basically, you could just say just drop a smoke bomb, but nope. We see Queen. That's the name of this character, Queen. Where he basically has a wave concept and has a sumo edge. And puts a steel chain around Luffy's neck. Pretty much, apparently this is also the same type of chain used by the Celestial Dragons to transport their slaves. And apparently, if Luffy leaves the ring with the ring on, it'll basically blow his head off. But knowing Luffy, he'll probably get off anyways. But yeah, he gets free from the handcuffs. He can move his hands around. So yeah, so everybody goes charging at Luffy, and this last he's like smiles and he just beats the crap. He's like, next. These guys were even good up for practice. It was like, what? Hashi user. Interesting. Of course, Queen's like, yeah, that's what Queen says. And then we come over to the bathhouse, where we see X Drake show up. First time in a little while. It's been a little bit since I've seen him. Yeah. He talks to me and goes inside the bathhouse where Nami, Robin, and the female ninja who they've been teaming up with the past 20 chapters. Yeah. Like, okay, Arrow Lamp, show me your ankles. First Crescent Moon Tattoo is coming with us. All you in the tubs, get out too. Well, wait, how do they know? Like, it was where we leaked. And this is so funny. It was like, get out here now. Nami, if something happens, I've got your back. Of course, Robin says, my bad, I wasn't trying to hit anything. Just a poor woman passing through. And somehow Hawkins' sword hits her and this is so funny. Hits the towel by pure accident, lets go of the towel, and Nami basically shows all the guys her birthday suits. And it's so funny. And they're all basically got bloody noses. And all of a sudden we see one person like, crap, I got even more. Yeah, happiness punch. And apparently it's Sanji in his outfit, his Jura 66 outfit. And I was like, what are you doing here? Apparently he was inside. I was like, where? Yeah, he has the ability to go invisible. Jura 6 Stealth Black, the real thing. And he pretty much, apparently, that he took the time to get Nami get a chance to get her robe on. We have to get out of here. And he carries all 3 women with him. Yes, even the big female ninja. Yep. And at the end of the chapter, we see return of Zoro. He fights some giant tiger man with this big sword, and Yeah, he says like talk about the blade that was he first got during Thriller Bark that was brought up again. Punk Hazard that think he might have stolen, but no, that was Gekko Mori. He was one who robbed the grave. Yeah, Zoro had nothing. He basically took the sword because he wanted it. You know, otherwise I'll take two swords you have at your hip. He's like, oh, you're a weapon collector, huh? Interesting. What a coincidence. That weapon collection of yours. I'm taking a lot of it for us. I'll take you down. I'm taking a lot of it for us. I'll take you down instead, bandit. Oh, yeah, this is gonna be something though for next week's chapter. But yeah, great to see Return of Zora. But yeah, as far as I can tell for Nami, this is the second time she's done into the series where she's exposed herself. The first time was the first time we had a bathhouse scene in the series, was actually at the end of Alabasta. But as for all the guys, they are basically all getting bloody noses for seeing her birthday suit. Yeah, I'm not surprised about that because this is a very stereotypical thing happening. That this would happen, even in anime, this would happen. Mostly it would happen if these guys are perverts. And apparently Hawkins and X-Drake are immune to this. To see Nami butt naked. But hey, it's only the second time she's ever exposed herself, but yeah, there's that. But this was a good chapter, and I'm not surprised Sanji be hiding the women's bath because he is a pervert. So why the heck not? A very gentleman pervert. Of all things. And Nami of course was surprised to see him in the outfit because he got the can at the end of the at the start of he was really having it at the start of the Revere arc. Yeah, and he actually has been wearing it for the past several chapters, but it's so funny the fact he's reunited with Nami. I'm curious though, okay, where the heck is Brook? Yes, he's him. I don't know where the heck he is. He's supposed to be with these two, but he just completely disappeared. Yeah, where the heck is Brook? That's my question about this chapter. But funny chapter. Can't wait for next week. Okay, so excuse me. So that's it for this particular review. My next thing I'm going to do is the first time review I've actually had almost a year. What review is it? A novel review. A Star Trek one. You'll find out what it is and what book I'm going to talk about when I talk about that particular episode book, okay? But see you next review. Bye.